guys, we are back. I'm sorry about this. So welcome to the podcast number 5.
Trust us, we know what we're doing.
Exactly. Welcome. Tonight we're going to have Bryan to talk about a project called KEO. But first things first, we have Shmucky with us.
Hey.
What up with the new mic? I already mentioned that, but again with the new mic, we
Second
have
time's
Sam.
charm.
We have Sam from Prime Cuts, and thank you so much for accepting our invite, Bryan, to be part of the podcast. How are you
Thanks
doing?
for the invitation.
You're not nervous, right?
No, not at all.
Don't be.
So yeah, tell us a little bit more about KEO. I already tried the demo, and I have
There's
to be
a demo?
honest. There's a demo. It was a demo available for us to play on a Portuguese gaming event in Lisbon. So
No,
that's why I tried the game.
it's not open to the public
Uh,
yet.
Too bad for you, Schmuck.
You will have to wait a little bit more. But yeah, Bryan, tell me a little bit about the studio itself. How many are you guys working on the project itself?
Okay, so RedCatPig Studio is we're three official members,
Mm-hmm.
and two of us work actively on developing the game. Excuse me. And so Marco is the CEO and business manager and all that, and me and João Tost, we develop the game. So I do everything that's programming and game design,
Mm-hmm.
and João Tost does everything that's 3D and I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Isn't it?
It's okay.
Yeah. And he does anything that's visual. He does that.
Okay.
And we just recently added a new member that's going to do the soundtrack and sound effects for us, who actually worked on Sonic Mania and Sonic Team Racing.
Sweet.
Yeah,
It's T-Lopes, right?
yeah, T-Lopes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. I already heard the soundtrack, and yeah, it was awesome. I will be linking
Yeah.
everything on the chat for everyone to hear that.
Yeah,
Right,
so far
this is,
we're really happy
good
with what he's sent us, and before we contacted him, we had a different song,
Mhm.
which was cool. It was a friend's it was a song from a friend's band, and
Okay.
it was like this thrash metal, kind of like Motorhead, and which it was pretty cool, but it was not what we wanted for our soundtrack, and so now having like the music being made for the game and for the vibe that we want, it's really like improving the overall feel.
Yeah, all the small aspects of the game are getting pumped up, right?
Yeah, because like we're doing everything, like me and João Tosh, and everything that was sound. It was just like, okay, we download free sounds and just like slap them in. Like, okay, let's find like a cool laser sound, and then we download one and then we slap it in. And
Okay.
that's obviously not the best case scenario.
Just more of a placeholder, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you said that you already had a thrash metal sound on the video itself, but when you contacted T-Lopes, you already had an idea what the sound, what the idea about the trailer. I mean, I want a specific genre of music, or you said, I mean, do your magic.
No, like we had a specific sound we wanted even before we added that thrash metal track.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very specific sound we wanted, and when we contacted T-Lopes, we said, okay, like this is kind of what we want, but like also do your own thing, and yeah, and that's what he did.
Okay, nice. Right now I'm showing a video of I mean I'm
He's
showing
got
the
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 video
teaser.
trailer of it.
Yeah.
Now, on the teaser that you have on, I imagine that's YouTube. Yeah, that's YouTube.
Yep,
Or
yep.
anywhere. Does the teaser have the old music or the new stuff, so that people can get a taste of that, of what to expect?
It depends on what he just linked. If he linked,
Also, is that a rocket? Also, that's a rocket launcher.
Yes. There's two
That is a rocket launcher.
there's two teasers. There's the old one and there's the new one with the new music. Am I right?
yeah, T-Lop, he released a small teaser with a little bit of like a little preview of the song he made, and then we have the old teaser, which is longer and it has the old music.
Okay. Okay. I'll make sure to link everything so people can hear.
Good night.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, tell us in specific what's KEO is about. I was speaking with João because the map that it was available on the demo version that I tried, it was very. I can remember the name of the movie now. Mad Max.
Mad Max. Definitely Mad
Yeah.
Max.
So
Yeah.
that was one of.
I can see some Mad Max vibes. I can see some Twisted Metal vibes out of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
So it's a
guessing
mix.
that's where the inspiration's coming from, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, KEO is it's a vehicle combat game. We have free for all modes, but we really want to focus on team matches and teamwork because we have different classes. We're gonna have 9 different vehicle classes, and each have their like strong points and weak points. So you have like the tank, and you have a support, and all that. And
So
and
team-based vehicle combat. Neat.
Yeah. basically.
Well, the game mode that it was available was everyone
free for all,
against free for all, exactly.
Yeah.
So I played against my boss, Telmo.
And you still have a job somehow.
I can say that I win that I won that confront. Otherwise, I will lose my job. I'm kidding. But
Well,
yeah,
did you have fun with it?
I had, yeah, that was fun. But unfortunately, I could just try against him. I couldn't try with 4 players. I can imagine the mayhem that.
Yeah, we managed to get a couple people in a 4-player match because we had 4 stations at that event, and it was the first time we had players actually playing online like that at an event. So it was pretty scary at first, but then it was really fun seeing like all their friends like getting together, like 4 friends, and fighting each other. Then looking back at the stations out of the back, and they're like, "Oh no, you killed me!" And yeah, it was fun. So we're trying to make it like just really fun to play, and we want it to be like accessible to like just casual players. Like you want to go in, you want to explode some cars, and because I like daily I pick up like Twisted Metal Black on the PS4, and I just like play it and just like to blow stuff up. And we want to have that for casual players, so they can just like pick it up. Okay, let's just get in a match and explode some cars. But we want to focus on like really competitive gaming too. So that's where the team modes come in.
Oh,
So-
that is on the PS4? Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
And now
What?
I own it. I didn't know Twisted
Oh.
Metal Black got a PS4 port.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, you were talking about playing as a team and with a team. Are you guys actually aiming for the esports scene at all, or?
Yeah, we're trying to. It's kind of hard, like to point like, okay, this is gonna be an esports game.
Get Rocket League over for their money.
Yeah, it doesn't really happen that way, but we're trying to focus it for competitive play and like focusing on that esport aspect.
Okay, so we have both of the worlds, the casual and the competitive part
So with
of.
that in
Yeah.
mind, you will make a ranked and non-ranked modes if that's the approach you're trying to take.
Yeah, we're planning on it. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. So, you were talking about the different game modes. What can you unveil about the new game mode? Because right now we only know the free for all and the team mode, right? 2 versus 2 or 4 versus 4.
Yeah. So yeah. So you have we have like just deathmatch, which is either free for all or team deathmatch. It's what you'd expect. Just like kill the other guy more times than they kill you, and you win.
Okay.
And we're working on 2 other game modes for now. We have more planned, but right now we're working on these 2. And I don't want to get into too many details, or else my
Don't spoil anything.
my colleagues are gonna my colleagues would kill me.
We don't want you to disappear suddenly. That's the last thing we want.
Yeah, so one of them you're like capturing points around the map and trying to control the battlefield
Mhm.
and then defending those points at the same time. And another mode is like a racing mode, but with a little twist.
Okay.
And the twist is not just you can shoot people while you race. It's something else.
Okay. I was thinking about something like capture the flag, if that is doable on a game like this on this genre. So for instance,
We did initially plan like a capture the flag, which is like you go into the enemy base, you bring their flag to your base, and then you score a point. But then we thought it just didn't really work that well with how we built the game, and yeah, so we ditched it.
Marco is saying that he's watching you.
Yeah, he gave me like
it
a
up.
huge list of like, don't talk about these things.
Mark, he already showed me that, so I'm kidding.
We know everything now.
I'm joking, okay. But yeah, you would say that your biggest inspirations are Mad Max, like that world of mayhem and a lot of sand.
Yeah. So we're taking inspiration from lots of post-apocalyptic games,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't want it to be like too gritty and,
Okay.
and dark. So that's why you see like very vibrant colors, especially with the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
bright.
we want it,
It's shiny.
yeah, we want it like very vibrant and like just cool to look at. Like we don't want people to feel like despair in that post-apocalyptic environment. We want them just to have fun exploding each other. So we want it like very vibrant, and I really like the look we have so far.
Nice. And we have a cool cat there.
She's attacking me.
What's his name?
Diana.
Nice.
Say hello, Diana. Say hello to the podcast.
Hello, to cat. Hello, kitty cat.
She's
What
my baby.
up? No.
Special
She
guest, that
She doesn't
cat.
like the attention.
It's to get more views, I guess. It's always
Yeah.
cool to show
The cat on the internet, everybody.
Cats always work.
I guess.
Call it.
So.
We're done. There's a cat on the internet.
I guess for the thumbnail we're going to use a cat. It will attract more people, right?
I think you're legally obligated to this point.
She ran away. She doesn't like talking. Like it.
Okay. There will be power-ups in the map. I mean, I already know the answer, but for everyone that doesn't know the game itself, there will be power-ups like I don't know, Gatling guns, rockets, shields.
No, so there are power-ups, but they're not weapons. So all weapons you take, all weapons you use, you pick before going in.
Okay.
So like you pick your class, and then you pick 4 weapons. Like you have 4 slots, so you pick 4 weapons for like 1 for each slot. And the power-ups you have are like basically anything you'd find in Quake. So you have like health, shields, energy. We even have quad damage, which is yeah. So it's those kind of pickup. You'll find the pickups to just help you, but the actual weapons you pick before you go in.
So there will be unlockables. For instance, there will be
You unlock. Okay, you have gun. You unlock better gun.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, how it works. Not to go into too many details. So there's 9 classes, and each of those classes have 4 like base weapons,
Mm-hmm.
and then each of them can branch out to like a side class, and you start unlocking weapons from the side class, and so you start making hybrid classes between them.
Okay.
Is it like a talent tree for each class?
Like a what?
Talent tree?
You could say it. Yeah, you could say it's a talent tree, but there's no actual tree.
Okay. Like you mentioned a skill tree, some sort like something like that, Shmeki.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, basically, so you have like the damage class, and then you have let's say like one class that's between support and damage. You can start picking weapons from that class into your own class.
Okay. Okay. So and for everyone that doesn't know the game, you actually won a PlayStation award. It was last year, right?
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
that's,
congrats.
2018. Yeah, we won the PlayStation Talent Awards. We won
Nice.
best online multiplayer game and best game. And I couldn't attend that event, and
Me neither.
I was at home, and I was at home, and I was in my pajamas, and I did not like. I wasn't even paying attention to the news, because I was like, okay, we're not going to win anything, but I was happy we were nominated. And then like I go to the computer, and I open Facebook, and I see that article saying we won. And then I started screaming, and I went to tell my wife, "Oh my God, we won!" And then I went back to my room and started crying. Yeah, so it was
Cuddling
pretty
with
cool.
your pillow, yeah.
And then I asked Marco to bring us confetti, and he didn't bring it because he got all the confetti on him, and we got
on the
nothing.
beard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, actually, PlayStation doesn't stream that, right? The award ceremony. I
No,
guess
I don't
so.
think so.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't go this year either. It will be actually, now that we mentioned that, I guess it will be during this week, the PlayStation Awards, and yeah, it's a private show, so I can attend to that. Unfortunately, sad face.
Try to get a back way in.
Yeah, we actually have a question on the
Bolt
chat.
cutters.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jay. What things you wish you knew when you started to development of KEO?
Could you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
What things you wish you knew when you started to work on KEO?
Everything. Yeah. Initially, KEO was completely different. It wasn't even a vehicle combat game. It was supposed to be much more modular. So I guess you could say like trail makers or scrap mechanic, where you could make like these really crazy kind of robots.
Oh, okay.
Build it from the ground up and then fight.
Yeah. But then we realized that like we did not have any idea how to do that, and so we had to like scope down. I love vehicle combat games, so I was like, hey, let's just put cars in it, and then yeah, then we started making, like, we were like 6 months in before we did like the whole rescoping, because we were like way over our heads, and we had to like rescope, and then we're like, no,
Oof,
okay, let's put
after
just
6
vehicles.
months. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
I'm really
a-
glad we did though.
Exactly. I was about to say that it's 6 months work, but in the end, it's paying off, right?
Yeah, because we did scrap a lot of things from those 6 months, but we also learned a lot. It's our first project. Neither me or Zhuang had used Unity like at all, and so those 6 months were at least like we got familiar with it and like how to work with it.
with the
And then
engine.
after that it was pretty easy, like getting up to speed.
Okay. Yeah, so that's awesome. Actually, on the previous podcast with Ze about exophobia, he was telling us that he don't have any background of first-person shooter game, and even with that, he builds
yeah.
a first-person shooter game.
And a pretty cool of a first-person shooter game.
Exactly. So that's cool because you guys are working, but you are also learning and
You're outside
getting
of your comfort zone.
exactly.
Yeah, and like we're learning literally every day. Like every time I have to do a new thing, it's like, okay, like how the hell am I going to do this now? And I have to like sometimes I have to like Google it because the truth is Google taught me everything I know.
It's like
Google
a
is good at that kind of thing.
it's like a teacher that
Yeah,
I had.
like, every time I needed something, I was like, okay, Google, like just tell me how to do this. And there's always this one specific guy on the Unity forums that he had like every answer I wanted.
And actually, Reddit is very good for that as well, right?
I've never used Reddit. I
Really?
do not know how to use it. Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with Reddit, but I do know that people help each other quite a lot there. So, for instance, if you have any question, I'm pretty sure that someone will answer because there's a lot of subreddits page. For
Oh, yeah.
instance, I'm on an indie game where people post their own projects there, and it's very cool to see some cool projects there. And I'm pretty sure there's also some dev component on the subreddits. I don't know if Sam used Reddit or no.
We do use it for the studio, but I personally don't use it that much.
Okay. I have friends that use that all day. They don't even use Twitter. They use Reddit. So
Yeah, I basically I use the Unity forums or a Discord. I'm in a couple game development Discords, and sometimes I'll just ask a question there, and they'll help out.
yeah,
The,
nice.
the indie community is
That's awesome
awesome
of
because everyone just like helps each other. So pretty
Nice.
cool.
Have you ever been on a game jam? We also talked about this subject.
No.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but especially at game jams that you like have to actually be there. There's not many people here that would want to join a game jam. Like at least here in this island, I only know like me, Zhuang, and maybe like a handful of other people that like make games,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them wouldn't want to do a game jam.
Hey, but you guys could, I don't know, could start something there. People join us on this game jam here on the island. Hey, it's an idea.
It might be worth
Exclusive game
trying.
jam.
Super exclusive.
We do got on the Twitch. We do got a question from Nobrook. Question: can we expect in-depth vehicle customization cosmetically wise, like wheels, model, color, decal, and what other stuff looks like, comparable to Rocket League?
I don't want to get into too many details of how
you can't
in-depth it can
answer-
be. Yeah, you'll be able to make it look different. You'll be able to like get different skins and all that. I'm just not gonna say like, yeah, you can change the specific tires but
Okay.
yeah, you can expect to make your vehicle look like you want it
Nice.
to some extent.
Nice. I feel like we're going to have some Mohawk, right? Mad
A
Max
Mohawk.
Mohawk.
well, now we have to make one.
Yeah, let me go. I gotta go get some hair gel for reasons. I was actually wondering on the note of customization. You mentioned that you get 4 different weapons. So I don't know any good way to word it. What is going to stop the player from having item that will just nuke everything from orbit? Are you going to have any restrictions on what weapons outside of class specifics? Say if there are any generic weapons available to all classes, what's stopping someone from having something that will just make them stupidly overpowered?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like no vehicle can have all weapons. So usually, like we have like a little graphic, and so each class can share weapons with the 2 classes that are beside it. So they kind of work like so say there's damage and there's support and there's a tank and then there's hybrids, and so you won't see like a pure damage have weapons from the tank class or the support class, for example.
Okay.
Tanks can't nuke from orbit.
No.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
And
because
we just got a yes or no. No Brooks asking, okay, so can I make my car all pink?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
there you go, Pink Nobruk on the way, I guess. So in terms of gameplays, I don't know. You guys will have the team base component. I don't. You guys are not aiming for the esports, but I'm pretty sure that there will be some.
No, we are aiming. we're trying to make it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that is a good game for that. I'm honestly picturing that happen in the near future. You guys have any idea of the release date of the game already?
Yeah, we're aiming for the end of this year, so the end of 2020.
Okay.
You gonna Kickstart, Indiegogo, any crowdfunding plans?
No.
Wow.
No crowdfunding plan.
You guys got a Steam page up yet?
We do not, but we are we're considering starting to work on that.
Okay.
But we're still not sure what digital stores we're going to be available on, so we haven't started making those yet.
Okay, that's awesome. I will be waiting for that. So it will be launch on PlayStation and Steam same time, or first for I don't know.
It'll
Steam?
be released on PC and PS4 on the same day. Yeah.
Okay.
Answers that question.
That will be a tough choice for me. I'm not sure where I'm going to pick the game. I just know that I want to pick the game.
Yep. I know you said you're going for the esports multiplayer stuff. Are you planning any kind of single player game mode, story mode, something like that? Much in the manner that Twisted Metals do have.
Yeah, not initially, no.
Okay.
Because for that I'd have to learn like AI, and I have no idea where to start.
Oh, there's no AI in the game at all?
Not for now.
Okay.
It's multiplayer exclusive for now.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense because a game of this genre, I have no idea how could you guys work on a story for the game. Actually, not that you mentioned that.
We do have like background lore, which you can read when it's going to be available in the game to read. But we don't really have where to go with an actual story. It just has like lore of like how that happened.
And lore about the different classes, probably. But I'm probably you can speak about it. But yeah.
Yeah, but we have like a cool detailed description of each vehicle, which João Tost wrote, which are pretty cool.
Okay.
And,
okay, that's cool.
So yeah.
It's cool. I'm trying to think about a game of just like this on the market right now, and I can see probably Rocket League. It's the one that it's closer to the look of your game. So yeah, I think it will be an exclusive in those terms.
It's gonna be close. I mean, Rocket League's a close comparison, but we have not had any real vehicle
Exactly.
shooters in some time. I
Exactly.
mean, I'm trying to jog my memory of the last vehicle combat thing, and all I can think of is the Twisted Metal remake that was on the previous console generation that didn't do so great.
Yeah, in 2012.
It's a very niche market, it seems like.
Well, we can try to change that.
But
But yeah, I love vehicle combat, and
It
I thought
the
like
fun itch sometimes.
yeah, and I thought like I think it's time for vehicle combat to like come back.
Definitely.
do a strong comeback. No, but honestly, now that the esports are so up on the news, I think this is a very good idea to enter on those competitions. Maybe we can see a KEO competition on the national television.
Well, hopefully that would be fun to see.
Nice. Sam, do you have any question for Bryan in terms of I don't know, game design? Since you're the artist of the games a lot.
Not for my part. Just what was the most let's say, where did you mainly took inspiration from? I heard some names already, like Mad Max and Twisted Metal. Besides those two, did you guys look anywhere else?
Yeah, we took inspiration from lots of things actually. Well, my main inspiration, gameplay wise, is Twisted Metal. We took a lot from Quake, as much as it may not seem. We took a lot from Quake, and this one guy at Web Summit, he actually said, "Oh, we did not mention Quake," and he said that the game felt like Quake on wheels, which was pretty cool to hear. Yeah, yeah. So we took a lot from Quake. Rocket League, yeah. We're not taking much from Rocket League apart from like you can twist and turn in the air, and that was actually we actually made that to simplify our lives, because I didn't want to like lock the vehicle when you're in the air and make it like land straight.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's just make the analog or the like the WASD just like you can turn the car.
Okay.
So it was to like simplify our life, and it's cool because like you can do backflips and shoot people, and so it's fun.
Will you earn points by doing a backflip?
You do not right now, but we may add
Okay.
we may add trick
Style on
points.
people while we're fighting them.
And
Yeah.
Can we style on them a la Devil May Cry?
And for the people who are watching, I remember when we started the planning games in Prime Cut. Our first idea was also to make a multiplayer game, which we eventually backed out because it would be way too hard for our team. What would you give as an advice for developers who are trying to go into the industry and their ideas to make a multiplayer game? What would you tell them?
I tell them to like try to find people who know what they're doing, because like we took like a really big bite, and we weren't exactly ready for some of the challenges that came, and luckily we overcame most of them. But like it's as we said, because like we hired D-Lopsh because like we were doing the sound, we were doing everything, and we thought, no, okay, like the sound has to be like someone who knows what he's doing, and especially if you're making a multiplayer game, like get someone who knows like a lot about networking and like how that whole thing works, and just get people, try to find people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's the most important thing on a team work. So yeah, I feel
That's
you.
a great advice. If you don't know how
Uh,
to do it, ask someone else to do it.
ask Google.
Or
That's
Google or
Or
Reddit.
learn, which
Or-
is what we did, because like when we couldn't ask someone, because sometimes like you ask in forums, but sometimes typing it, it's you don't like get the answers you really want, and you just have to like you have to hammer on and just like do it yourself and figure it out.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of figuring it out.
It's
Nice.
been a learning experience while you develop, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it works great. Like if you guys did it by yourself, I had no issues when I was playing it, and it just felt like a finished product already. It was very, very cool to play. I think it was one of my favorite games to play at the gaming week.
Yep.
Or
Awesome.
Game World? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Both games, Zealot
Yeah.
and KEO, look great. And I mentioned this. It really looks like a final product because they work very well. We were talking about Google. I had a teacher that we were doing like a project and we didn't know how to do something, and he told us Google it. I guess he kind of teaches Google it, search it, do yourself, don't ask.
Sometimes you don't
'cause,
need to
like,
reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
yeah, because the best thing you can do when you're indie is like just like Google it and figure it out and just try to learn everything, because
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you probably have to do. You have to learn it.
But like you mentioned, I really have this idea that Portuguese indie community, the dev community, are very, I mean, strong in a way that everyone wants to help each other, right? I don't know if you have that idea since.
Well, we don't have like lots of direct contact with most developers, because like we're here in our island, and excuse me, the first time we like started like actually interacting and meeting people was when we were invited in 2016 to Lisbon Games Conference, which was our first showcasing event. That was the first time we really got that experience of like being with other developers and all that, because before that, yeah, we were like here. we didn't know many other game developers. I had met Lazar
Mhm.
at like how do you say, like an entrepreneurship fair or whatever.
Mhm.
My wife organized here, and I had met him, but we didn't really like speak that much about game development. And so when I went to Lisbon was the first time I had that actual contact with the community. But I can say that like all contacts I've had with the community of like people from Porto and Lisboa, like everyone's awesome.
Okay, that's awesome. We have another question, and it's actually a subject that we spoke about on the previous podcasts. It's from
You can't answer
Marreta.
this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's from it's from Marreta on demand. What is going to be the launch price? Have you ever considered like talk about the price of the game?
Yeah, we do not have a launch price right now. That's it. we do not have a we have not decided on a price point.
It's a hot topic in my head because like AAA games are always the same price. It's 60 euros for indie games.
That's unless there's also unless there's what's a standard special edition or a
Yeah,
even more special edition, or you gotta buy a season pass. You add in all that extra stuff, and you're might as well just okay, 2 games for the price of 1.
yeah. Uh,
No, 1 game for the price of 2. Sorry.
but the standard price of a AAA, it will be around 60 euros, at least for us in Portugal. I don't know.
It's about comparable here.
Okay. So for indie games, it's kind of hard to put a price. I mean, it's my baby here. How can I price my baby? It's hard to
Yeah,
put a
and it's
And you gotta
kind of
eat,
hard,
so-
especially when it's your first project and you haven't released anything yet and you don't really know the market. It's kind of hard to like put a price on it. Sometimes you undersell yourself, sometimes you can oversell yourself, and so like we want to ask like any publisher or like people we're working with, like we want them to advise us on the best price.
Mhm.
So that's why we haven't really decided on any price right now.
Okay. Oh, by the way, it will KEO, it will have split screen, right?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
I saw that on the tweet.
Saw that. That was over the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I love split screen games. I love like just sitting on my couch and like giving a controller to someone and just play something like with someone right there.
Yeah, that was fun
And,
growing up a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen
And,
much these days. Nice that you threw it in there.
Yeah, it's not going to be like the full-fledged game because like we can't like split up the screen into 10 little squares. 'Cause that just
You can try.
we could, but people would not like it.
I've played Halo 2 on a screen about yay big, 4-player split screen.
Oh, I
Yeah, so
remember
ours
that.
is- Yeah, ours is
I
limited
remember
to,
those
to
days
4
growing up.
players.
Okay, 4 players split screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least until we can figure out a better way to split up a screen. Like for now, the split screen is 4 players.
Okay. Okay. Dumb question from my part, but doing that, it will actually demand more from your computer. For instance, only 1 player on screen and 4 players on screen. Will that the usage of your computer will be higher, for instance?
Like it's funny you asked that because the first time
I never thought
we
about
did
that. Whoa.
the first time we did a split screen build, like I almost like blew up the computer because like it was really overheating. But then like it went through lots of optimization, so yeah, split screen runs really smoothly right now.
Okay, so you have to decrease
there's-
a couple of like
you won't really notice like a graphical decrease.
okay.
There's just like a couple things that we tweak, like particle effects and stuff like that like really improves the performance. And so like you might see like a couple less like dust or stuff like that, but it
Mhm.
really makes like a huge difference.
Okay. No, actually, this whole idea comes through my mind right now. Like having different screens on the same screen. If that, well, I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're rendering all of that like twice. So
Exactly. Nice. So chat, do you guys have any more questions? I guess we had a question on Twitter. Let me just search.
Oh, we did?
I guess so.
Because I have your Twitter up, and I have their
Oh.
Twitter up, and I've got RedCatPig's Twitter up, which
Oh,
I'm
well,
going to...
actually, it was from Tiago, and I guess he's on the chat right now. He asked that question. No pressure, but release date. You already answered that.
oh yeah,
Right. Yeah. So we do have a release month, guys. Okay. Hopefully
We
by
have
the end of
Wait,
the.
what's the month?
No, we did not say month.
Did not.
I mean, yeah,
We have a window.
a window. Yeah.
We have a
sorry.
window. A time
Okay, so
frame.
what is the window then?
It's
The
the
end
the
of 2020.
And feel free to take the bet, and if you need to, feel free to take a bat to that window.
Okay, the end of the year. Okay, we have that window. Okay.
Well,
Hopefully,
it's almost the end of January. You got time.
yeah. So, for how long have you guys been working on the project?
Yeah, we started in 2016
Whoa.
in September, I think, September of 2016.
So you had that those 6 months that you guys kind of wrap.
Okay, so if you
Okay.
count that, I would say 2017.
Okay. Okay. That's awesome. Mareti's saying nice. I'll be with my wallet at the ready.
That's the
Nice.
spirit.
That's the spirit. Having your wallet ready for it.
It's like, okay, I'll just put the money right there, and that's what that's for. I've actually done that with other games.
Yeah.
Like
well,
just putting it in a piggy bank, and okay,
Yeah.
that's for that specific game.
Well, it paid off. It worked out for me because whenever they first announced Sonic Mania, I remember thinking, okay, there's $20. That is what that's for. And it worked out because I got laid off early in the next year, but I still had that $20.
oh
So-
god, that was a well played there. But I am actually doing that for the PlayStation 5. Actually, I'm already counting my money, putting my money on the side because I really want that on the release date.
For me, that's just going to depend on how the next month plays out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's backwards compatibility, like real backwards compatibility, I'm getting it. And my
Well,
wife's
they
gonna
say
hate me
there's
for
going to be
it,
backwards
but-
compatibility for everything. Now, whether or not there will be, time will tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that would be nice not having to rebuy everything.
yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, I sold my old PlayStation 2 games, so I'm so sad.
We do have a question in the chat. Are we ready for the friendships about to be destroyed? Are we talking Mario Kart levels of blood feuds that will be created over this game?
Yeah, completely. Like so, like me and João sometimes will like really play test stuff like a lot, and we get really competitive with each other. Although he always wins, and I get really pissed. But so yeah, you can expect friendships to get ruined over it.
That happened to me when I tried again. That's why. Damn it! No, I can't win. No.
Yeah, especially with some more inventive players. Like it was really fun at Mosh Shigel, or Shigel Games Week.
Mhm.
It was really fun seeing this one kid use the new vehicle we brought to that event, which had like a shield.
Mhm.
And that kid, like, he really messed with his friend with that shield. It was just really funny to watch.
I actually wanted to see that, but there's no video to prove that, unfortunately. Damn. But yeah, it plays very good. I was playing with Telmo, and we did 2 matches, I guess, and I get to use that shield that you're mentioning. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a cool feature.
Are we talking about a really powerful shield, or
Yeah,
it's just like a hologram shield that just like,
it's a
and
powerful.
it stays there for a couple. Yeah, it just stays there for a couple seconds, but like it can stop people in their tracks. And
just a short-term power-up?
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, there's a weapon that instantly kills the other car. That you have to press a button to what's the right term for it? There's the Gatling gun, and there's the other weapon that charge the shoot. So if you use the shield, it will prevent the attack. So
oh, but that shot, it doesn't instantly kill. It doesn't instantly kill. It depends on your health, but it. I'm assuming you're talking about the Infinity, which is one of, I think it was the first weapon we implemented, which is a laser that shoots infinitely. So as in like it has infinite range. So like
One in
it's
the map,
kinda-
other end of the map, and snipe
Yeah,
is what
but-
we're talking.
yeah, but you have to be really accurate with it.
yeah,
Or you can just hope for the best and whatever happens, happens.
which
I
Yeah.
like that option a whole lot more.
which I'm not. I'm very bad at aiming, so that's why
So
I
am I.
prefer.
That's why I spray and pray.
That's why I prefer RPGs. That you don't need to aim.
Yeah, but then you just have to stand there and get punched in the face.
Exactly. Either that
Oh
or
yeah, you don't like turn based, right?
It kills the immersion for me a little bit. Sorry.
exactly. So I don't know if you guys have more questions on the chat.
Something I wanted to.
Rev is saying that I think he's talking about Vulcan, Brian.
Talking about what?
Vulcan. I'm not sure if Rev is mentioning the weapon.
It might be. I'm not sure.
I don't know the names of the weapons. I'm sorry. I should have put that on the list. But yeah, it was a
the
weapon.
Vulcan. It's basically like a shotgun that you can one shot certain classes.
Exactly. There was those two, but there was a weapon that you need to charge the shoot, and the shotgun is very close, but it will instantly kills. Am I right? Or
Yeah, there's certain
Okay.
classes. Yeah, so
thank you,
so
Rev.
if you shoot that shotgun at like another stinger, you can one shot it if you manage to get a full blast on it.
Okay.
And one of the funny things for that kid I mentioned with the shield was his friend knew that he could one shot the Viper with that shotgun, and so every time he tried to shoot the Vulcan, the kid would put the shield at the the perfect timing, and he'd get so pissed, and it was
God.
it was like super fun to watch.
Frame perfect shield. Can the shield reflect shots, or is it just damage absorb? Is it just
No,
negating
yeah,
damage?
it just stops it.
Okay. Yeah, I was using shotgun, and João, it was there talking with me, and he said, "No, you have to get really close to him," and I was just missing all the shots.
How close and how precise are we talking here?
Yeah, because each weapon has like a different aiming type. Like some you can point, and some you have to like actually steer your vehicle.
Yeah.
And so that shotgun, you'll see like a laser in front of your vehicle, and you have to line up your enemy with that green laser. And yeah, you have to try to get up close. You can it has like decent range, but you won't hit with the full blast from far away, and so you'll do like just minimal damage. So the best is like getting up close.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah. So, for instance, if someone is trying to get away, you just need to really close into his car and shoot the back, and it will automatically whoosh. And that feeling is awesome. That feeling is awesome. I did that once.
And if you tried it today, it'd be even more awesome because we have new explosions and they're pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Are we talking about a demo version? It will be available for everyone to try, or not really?
We have considered it, and we have not reached a decision.
Okay. Do you guys think that will help to sell not just KEO, but a game that you think that the demo will help to sell actually the game, or not really?
Yeah, I'm definitely in favor of games having demos. I love demos.
Yes.
I still have like a huge stack of demo discs. And
Like the PS1 demo discs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
And,
God, I have
and
that.
Mega Score, which was a Portuguese gaming magazine, and I have like 30 or something discs from that.
B Gamer as well, right? B Gamer was
Yeah, I have a couple B gamers too.
Yeah. God damn it, time flies. But yeah, do you guys have any more questions, Sam, Shmaki? I think we pretty
I
much cover
think
everything.
Covered all the ones I've got.
Yeah. Yeah, and chat as well. We already covered everything. Wait, we have another question. Hold on, Marita. Okay. And do you have any ideas about open betas or closed ones? Well, we were talking about
Most of what we
demo.
just covered, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the demo that it will be available for everyone. Marreta is talking about a closed beta.
Yeah, we're not completely sure yet, but Marreta works near us, so if you want to try out the game, just like go to our office and you can try it out.
Just go visit them.
Hey, I'm going to Açores. I'm really saying
And
that.
record everything you see while you're there.
Oh God. So yeah, guys, I guess that's it. Thank you so much once again, Bryan, for being here, for talking a little bit more about KEO. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. It was fun.
Nice. Thank you once again, Sam and Shmucky. It's a pleasure to have you both here
Tripped.
as well.
Trip there to play KEO confirmed by Nobrook.
There you go. We going, Nobruk. We going. Just mark the date and we going. Thank you so much for being on that side as well, guys, for the 5th episode of this podcast that we have here called IndieCorner. Next week we're going to have more, so pay attention to Twitter. I will be posting everything, and the podcast will be available on YouTube and Spotify. I will leave all the links after we finished our podcast here. So that's it, guys. Bye bye.
That'll be up in a couple days, and make sure to follow Exile all over the place on ExileCast. He's got a Patreon. Follow that. You keep forgetting. You forgot to last week, man.
No, come on. It's okay. The links are there. So
There's links all over the place.
yeah, just follow the project, KEO. They post pretty much every day something about the game.
Thanks, man.
So there you go. And Sam as well is also working on a project called Zealot. So all the links are here beneath the frame of the cameras. And you guys stay awesome. See you next week or on Twitter. Bye.
Yep.
Bye bye.